What's up? I'm Monkey with Corn, and we're kicking it at the Mayhem Festival. Man, it's everything's going really well. We were just in the other room trying to hammer out a little kinks from the last show. So we're trying to squeeze in some new songs into our set, but it's good. It's cool. We got sort of a big production for Corn. It's like 29, 30 shows. So it's cool. We did the ballroom blitz thing, and it's just completely different. It's twice as many people, or actually 10 times as many people. 10 times as loud, 10 times less songs. It's always been pretty organic. I only use like old analog stuff. I don't like changing too many things. Working with Ross was nice again because he's a guitar player and he likes to keep everything analog, and it was cool. Just we just record whatever's in the moment. He'll mess with effects pedals, I'll mess with alternate parts. We'll get the rhythms. We'll get happy with the rhythm tracks, and then we'll move into overdubs, and sort of that's where we kind of geek out and on old gear and guitars, and we use a lot of different Gibsons and Fenders and Hofner, and we use Ibanez obviously to do all the rhythm stuff, and weird miking techniques, and it was great working with him again. He's a legend, man. Usually when we're in a room, we recorded the record in a room this big, and there was 5 of us in there, with me, Jonathan, Fieldy, Ray, Ross, and that's it, and all the microphones and our instruments, and it's just like we start jamming, and then somebody will point at somebody else, or Ross will stop us and say, play that again, and then help develop it into something cool, and then Ray will start playing a beat to it, or Fieldy will start playing something, and we just sort of like build on everything just like that as it happens. And then and then as soon as it starts to take shape as a song, then Jonathan kind of says, oh, I hear that as a verse, section, or that could be a chorus if you change this or that note. And then that's kind of how it starts to evolve, and you kind of just watch it grow into a full-blown song. And then after it has legs and we can get it up off the ground, we'll record it, and we'll start getting takes of it on, and we did everything on 2-inch tape, which is cool because there wasn't anyone being lazy going, oh yeah, just cut, copy and paste that. It was that's just sort of a lazy way. Technology can make you really lazy if you let it. Well, usually that, I'm a bit nervous, but after the end of the first song, it's like the nerves fade away, and then it's just you, the fans, and the music. So you got to become a character up there, and sort of, have fun. Every time I play that song, "Falling Away from Me," that's the song that was on South Park. I laugh inside because after the song, I always want to say they really were spooky pirate ghosts. That's the quote from the show. But I mean, it's really cool. I actually had my daughter. Her and I watched it a couple of months ago together, and she was tripping out. She's like 8. So I let her watch the one with all the cuss words, and she was tripping out on that. But You know what? It makes me live my life, you know, not as selfish. I mean, it makes me look at the bigger picture. Now I think all of us, you know, with kids and stuff, kind of, we look at the bigger picture, and we're not, you know, we appreciate being on a festival like this, you know, opposed to 10 years, like feeling like, you know, we feel like we've earned it now, I think. And back then, I think 10 years ago, it was like, we felt like, you know, I don't know, we just took it for granted, I think, back then. Now it's like, it's really cool. We can sit back and kind of enjoy it and appreciate it more. I think that was some stuff that Jonathan was collecting. He's, you know, trying to put together like a little morbid museum or something of weird oddities and stuff like that. Yeah, the music is still very much from the heart and in the core, but I think that, you know, we're just changed as far as like reeling it back. You know, it's if we haven't, I don't think this band would be around if you didn't. You know, you got to kind of refocus things, or you'll lose what you have. And every day can be a party out here. You know, around every corner. You know, so it's like you can't get caught up on that and stuck in the party, because there's always going to be another one tomorrow. So if you say, I got to go, it's not like you're going to miss out on something you haven't done before. No, I don't really like give advice to people, because it's sort of like, you're going to do whatever you want to do anyway. But I can tell you what worked for, like, say, Fieldy and I, when we were, you know, jamming in his bedroom when we were 16 years old, and I, you know, borrow my mom's car and drive over to his house with my amp in the back seat. It was always him and I kind of made a pact when we were really young, 16, 17 years old, that we wouldn't take no for an answer. We were going to do things how we wanted to do it, and we were going to be relentless. And there's also, you know, something that's important that him and I did, I think, in the beginning was, you know, I know the internet can become a helpful tool to promote your band, but there's nothing like going hand to hand and meeting people and handing them your flyer or your CD. And that person to person contact that's really important. And him and I, we did that in the beginning. I mean, even standing outside of concerts, handing out flyers, saying hello to people, meeting people, and it was really important. Mine was, you know, I was always listening to my brother on his bedroom door to see what he was doing, because he was 5 years older than me, so he knew it was cool. I was like 10 or 11 years old listening to Black Sabbath and going, whoa, I think my brother's possessed. Mom! That, and I think probably, you know, the first Van Halen record, like some of the sounds that Eddie Van Halen was making on his guitar was just, didn't sound like a guitar, what I traditionally knew as a guitar at the time. And I'd say Ted Nugent as well. Ted Nugent was my first concert in Bakersfield, so it's like, whoa. And I didn't understand the whole touring concept. I was like, Ted Nugent came to Bakersfield? I didn't understand, like, he's going on to Fresno? Why? I just thought he's coming to Bakersfield, you know, like, I now, after this many years, it's kind of funny to look back at how, you know, how innocent and naive, and just, it's nice to have a perspective on what I thought was. You know, I think that, you know, when it's all said and done, if the music helped them in any way get through hard time, or even just put on your headphones and listen to the music and escape from your reality for 5 or 10 minutes, I think that's what it's about. You know, just using it as a tool to sort of, you know, get through a hard time, or also use it for a good time. So I think the music can be useful in so many ways. And if it can be helpful to get you through good times and bad times, that's all we want to do. Hey, what's up? This is Monkey from Corn. Thanks for hanging out with me. Check out the latest news and updates on corn.com.